Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Bayou. I am the Youth and Inclusion Manager at Rotherham United Community Sports Trust, and welcome to another Millers Matters podcast. Today I've got my good friend Yaqoob Adam from our United for Communities Football Club here at Rotherham United, and we're going to talk a bit about your experience as a refugee coming over to this country, but we're also going to talk about Football Welcomes Week, which is coming up in a couple of months, and we're also going to talk a bit about our United for Communities football session and how anyone out there that wants to get involved can do. So, good morning, Yaqoob, or shall I say afternoon, actually. We're like 5 minutes over, just looking at the clock. So, do you just want to sort of introduce yourself a little bit?
Hello, my name is Yaqoob Adam. I live in Rotherham for 5 years and I play with Rotherham Community Support Trust.
Amazing. And whereabouts are you actually from, Yaqoob? I know you don't mind talking about this.
It's fine, it's all right.
Yeah.
I actually come from Africa. I'm from Sudan, North Africa.
Okay. And I mean, you've been part of us for literally 5 years now, haven't you? I
5
mean,
years,
from United for Communities when you first joined, from up all the way through to sort of working with us on different development programs, working with us on sort of refugee awareness weeks and everything. You are a celebrity for us, aren't you, in the sort of United for Communities scene. And I know you most recently been playing in local league footballs, but we'll touch on that a little bit later on. Before we get started, I just sort of wanted to have a little touch on your sort of experiences of living in, was it Sudan, sorry? Yeah. And sort of how that sort of progressed to you moving to sunny Rotherham. But are you sort of happy to sort of share that?
Yes, of course I am. I come from Sudan. I have a political problem. I come to England as a refugee and I was asylum seeker. I claim asylum. I live in the time I come to UK, they send me to Rotherham, and all this life I live in Rotherham because of war and problem in my home background, in my country.
And I know you've spoke quite openly about this in the past, and we've got videos of you working with young people through our NCS programme. We also had most recently last year when we were working with getting people like yourself that were coming to our sessions more integrated into sort of grassroots football clubs, and you did a whole talk to the team at the time that decided they wanted to take you on for the season, and it always inspires me that as to what we do, to be able to meet people like yourself and give you the opportunities to really succeed. And how have you sort of found, I know obviously you've been here 5 years now, but how have you found sort of that integration from when you first started? Was it quite difficult? What kind of things did you do?
To be honest, in the beginning I found it really difficult because to integrate with people is really hard when I come new in the country, because I don't speak English and I don't have any communication with people. And by the time I went to college, I start class, I start to get to know people, go outdoors for activity, meet Rotherham United staff, and then just go for football or meet friends. And that's helped me a lot, and then I improve every year I improve a lot. It really helped me better than staying indoors, and then, sometimes you feel bored, you feel anxiety, you feel like you have mental health problem and things like that. But me, I'm like, I leave all my problem behind. I just go out and then do some activity with friends, with people
And I know we've sort of touched on this in sort of previous podcasts with different people, and they talk about the importance of sport, not just for the physical fitness and the mental health, but also that social environment of being able to meet people. And our United for Communities session, which incorporates local refugees, local people that may struggle with mental health or socially disengaged. Doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, it's about giving people an opportunity to be part of a team and have that sort of football environment. And I suppose it's quite relative at the moment when you see that everything going off in Ukraine at the moment, and how that sort of is affecting those people's lives. So I know you've worked quite a lot with us. How have you found sort of being part of Rotherham United? How has that helped you, and what kind of things have you done throughout those 5 years, just sort of as a highlight reel?
In the beginning, to be honest, when I come Rotherham, they really welcome me very well, and I'm so happy. People are really friendly, are really nice. I watch all the game, all the season since I come here, so and it's mean for me like really nice. And then I can have a lot of friends, like to go out, to meet, go for walks. Like it's not just about football. Sometimes we meet with the coach, we go out for a drink, we go out for walking. It's like family to me, you know. My family like far away overseas. Like the only close people here I can go spend time with, those are my football friends, my coach, my manager, so I can like just go out, talk sometimes, you know. We all have problems, but when you go outdoor, you try to just do activity and forget those things. This is my opinion.
Yeah, and you sort of feel that you are now at home within Rotherham with the people that are around you. I know you've just had a little one, haven't you, with your wife? So you sort of feel relaxed and settled, and you feel.
Yeah, it feels. To be honest, it's really hard to leave your family, your home, your country, your own place, your like traditional things, your culture, your food, and to live in different environment, in different weather, different like. I struggle when I come here to first to communicate with people, like I said before, because of the language. But now I'm trying all my best. I am trying every day to get more to know the people, to get to know like integrate with people, even with the neighbors, in the street, in town, everywhere. Because I live here now. I'm like, it's my home for me now.
So we do have a short video that I just sort of wanted to show everyone, and it's the video that we spoke about before we started recording, but where you sort of met some of our NTS groups and young people a couple of years ago. So we're just going to sort of show you that now, guys.
I'm Joe Simpson, I'm Social Inclusion Coordinator. This project is called Miller's Youth Forum Step Into His Shoes, as the refugees in the Rotherham area have been targeted with a lot of hate crime, a lot of abuse. So this project is basically to make a short film, a mini film on their stories, what they've been through, their journey and all that sort of stuff. But it's important that this project is completed by the young people, so the young people being the Youth Forum.
Hello, my name is Yaqoob. I'm coming from Sudan. I left my country 2014, and it is because a political problem in my country. We have very bad corruption, government, and yeah, I come to UK for better life. I have very difficult journey in my life. I crossed the desert, the big desert from Sudan to Libya. In 2014, I stayed in Libya for 6 months to get myself ready to travel by the Mediterranean. And after 6 months, I start to travel from Libya to Italy. The hard part time in my journey is the Mediterranean Sea, and I'm so grateful that I am alive. I come by boat. It's like plastic boat and a small boat. We are 90 persons in the boat, and the boat is the people is too much in the boat, so it's very risky. I come to UK 2015 and I was asylum seekers. First place I come is Rotherham, and I live all that time in Rotherham. In 3 years I don't have any document, I don't have any paper to any proof, any identity, and I just get involved with football team and active and things here, and just get myself busy and enjoying my life. Behind, I left my friends, my families, I left everything here.
My name's Yaqoob Adam. I'm a professional footballer for Rotherham United, and I'm a left back, and I'm 19 years old. I think, as you can tell from a lot of football teams, they have a lot of different cultures on the team. Not only does it bring people together, it allows people to express themselves in different ways. And I think you'll find that in the modern day, a lot of clubs will adapt their way of teaching people about different cultures. Well, I think it educates people. Like, people might not know about a certain religion or a certain culture or just different nationalities in general, and it just educates people on different people around the world, and it makes you aware that you're not just the only person in this world. There's different people out there.
My name's Ben Winter and I'm the Inclusion Officer at Rotherham United Community Sports Trust. We're here today at Park 8 AstroTurf to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Kick It Out. We've got a group of refugees and also a group of men from our inclusion football team. The main aim of today is to break down social barriers using football as the vehicle. We've had a little bit of a workshop to start off with, talking about hate crime, stereotypes, intolerance. And we've kind of used that as a vehicle to engage these men and to create some discussion between them. It's important for the refugees to come down here because I think that it's great that they can show that they're just like everyone else. They play football, they have the same interests, same thoughts as other people, and you know they're here for the same reason.
I'm Poppy and I'm 17 years old. I think a lot of young people nowadays, they kind of think, you know, stereotypes, they're pretty much all we have to go off. It means that we can actually understand everything a lot better, and a lot of us do have a lot of difficulty understanding most things, especially when coming from adults.
Yeah, hello, my name is Yaqoob Adam. I'm from Sudan. I left my country in 2016. I went to Libya by DZ, from Sudan to Libya. It took like 4 to 5 days driving. I was in Libya about 2 years. My second journey from Libya to Italy is by boat, you know, by a plastic boat. Then I was in Italy for about 20 days, crossed to France. I left my family, my friends, my everything there.
I'm Lauren, I'm 17 years old. In our society, we like group them all under like one sort of label, so to speak. We can't just, you know, say they're all the same, say they're all terrorists, which is like an awful stereotype that's really predominant in the society and the media. And like hearing all their stories, it really helps you understand and like have empathy for all these like people, and it shows like we need to like support them. We can't just like keep, you know, isolating them.
I'm Libby Meadows and I'm 17 years old. I think this project's really enriching. And I think it's a really good idea because it's going to be able to help the community to understand what these people go through and the true extent of the difficulty that they've been able to escape.
Hello everybody, my name is Ahmed Musa. I am from the east north of Africa, actually from Sudan. I left my country in 2015. I decided to travel in Libya. In Libya, I realized I stayed 2 years, and then the life in Libya is so difficult to can't live in. That's why I decided to change my life or travel to Europe by the little boat, and I'm so lucky to survive, you know, to cross the Mediterranean. And then I arrived in Italy, but the life in Italy, anything changed for me. It's so difficult for me. That's why I decided to leave Italy and to arrive to France. In France, really, I spent there 1 year and a half like this. In the end, you know, the God, you know, gave me the great opportunity for me. You know, I arrived in UK 6 October 2018. Really, I am very glad. Maybe I become the happiest one in the world, maybe me. In Rotherham, really, I love Rotherham so much, you know, quietly place. That's why I like it, you know, the people friendly and shake hands every time, you know, get the people smiling in your face. And every day you meet new people.
Mia Hollingsworth-Smith, 17 years old. I think this project is really inspiring because, especially in this area, there's lots of stereotypes about immigrants. I think this video will help the community because it makes you realise you can't judge a book by its cover. Like they've had to leave their families, travel for days, weeks. I think it's really important that we do open more people's eyes and help them realise.
This project helped me to become a more open-minded person, and it's taught me that as a society we need to include these people and really help them.
Anything say tomorrow, thank you thank you, you know, for giving me the chance. Thank you for appreciate, you know, the God bless, you know, Britain, you know, God bless all people.
Something really good, yeah. People, they like to go out, they like to feel they are safe, they are mentally fine, you know. Everyone have his own problem, and then when people go out, do activity, meet friend, you know, like they will be like positive people, you know. They do right things better than they staying home and then they like having mentally problems.
I also understand that you're starting to celebrate Ramadan tomorrow. So sort of what does sort of Ramadan mean to you throughout the month, and what kind of sort of things will you be doing throughout that month, just for people that maybe are a bit unaware of how Ramadan fits into the people's everyday lives?
For me, I start fasting since I'm 14 years old, like, okay. And I'm 30 years old now. And then when I grew up with my family, I found my family are Muslim, and then they follow the religion, and then they teach me how to do it. And it's 30 days, and then I'm gonna be fasting like very long hours, no food, no water. This is like what I found my family do, and then I'm practice this, and then I'm gonna teach my son the same. But I have friends who are not Muslim, who are not religion. It doesn't matter. So it's Ramadan to me, like, it's even good for my health, you know, like it's good, and the body will like you've been not eating all the day, and then when you eat, the body will be good. So it's really important to me.
It's quite interesting that you talk, and I know a lot of people say this, but it's not something you just do, is it? It's a part of your life, like you said. You've been doing it for what now, 16 years?
Me, I can like go party, go holidays, go everywhere. When Ramadan come, I'm just do the 30 days Ramadan. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people talk about, well, we've had people talk about Ramadan in the past, and we work closely with people that are celebrating, and they talk about this sort of it being a bit of like a reset button, of like just sort of resetting yourself, having time to think and pray.
Having time with God, like faith, it's faith, to keep faith. Like even in Ramadan, you be like very close to God, and then things you did in past, you ask God for forgiveness, and it's just like religion practice, yeah.
So we are excited to announce that we have got a midnight Ramadan tournament coming up, which Yaqoob will be at, and our United for Communities team as well. So we've got that booked in for the 22nd of April down at the Indoor Football Centre in Eastwood. It will run from 11 p.m. to about 2 a.m. And the idea is we're going to have about 8 teams playing a 3-hour tournament throughout the period where fasting is cut, and these people that are celebrating Ramadan can eat and drink and sort of feel active, but also put some time into sleep as well, because that's really important, isn't it? So there will be further details on that project and that tournament going online soon, so keep an eye out, and I'm sure, like I said, Yaqoob will be there as well. So obviously United for Communities has played a big part in your sort of past 5 years. We've taken teams, oh God, I can't even imagine where we played. We've taken teams to Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Doncaster. Can you think of any other places that you visited with the community and played against other? Barnsley as well. And then obviously last year, our main project that was to try and integrate people from these United for Community sessions into our local community to create a more inclusive and cohesive society and community, because that's what we thrive on in Rotherham. So we worked closely with grassroots football teams, we pulled them in, we played friendlies against those teams in the hope that the managers would like the look of one of our players and sort of sign for it, and you was quite fortunate to go through that last year with Louis as well.
I watch football on TV, I watch football in ground sometimes, but when you come and play in the ground, you feel like, oh, one day I'm gonna play for Rotherham United, or maybe for Sheffield, for England, you know. Dream, everyone have dreams, yeah.
And the stadiums are just incredible as well, aren't they? Some of the ones you've visited.
Yeah, it's really my house 5 minutes away. Sometimes when I'm just bored, I take my coffee and come around the stadium, take some picture. Good day for me, and like something really nice.
So yeah, anyone that wants to attend those United for Community sessions, guys, they're every Friday down at Parkgate Astro in Greensborough. We run them from 4 till 5 p.m. and it is just literally a turn up and play, isn't it? It's a free session. It doesn't matter whether you are the top ability of football or not. It's just about bringing people together.
Yeah, and that is the most important. I go sometimes not for football, go just see my friend, take some picture, come back home. It's mean to me a lot.
No, but anyone interested, guys, we'll put all the information in the description and caption below. So, Yaqoob, what does the future look like for Yaqoob Adam?
For the little one.
The little one.
To be honest, I don't know the future, but I can say I want him to be successful in his life, and I don't want him to struggle like me. I really struggle, and I can say 5 years didn't see my family. So this can give you even a mental health problem. 5 years never see mom, never dad pass away. I am far away even. I didn't see, and then my sister as well. They are far away. I have family like everyone, but I don't want my son to be in these things. I need my son grow up every second with me, do the right thing, success with his education, do his sport. If he like sport or whatever he like, he just need to be success in his life, you know. Yeah, that's I'm gonna be like I'm gonna support my son, and then I'm gonna be the right dad to him, and then I'm just give him advice in life, what to do, what's right, what's wrong, as every dad, and I will be so proud. Yeah, and I hope I live like rest of my life in UK, and then have good family, have best job, and then continue the life. Yeah, you never know what tomorrow bring.
So, just one last thing, and we both know that there are a lot of refugees in Rotherham, and there are a lot of people that, especially through the pandemic, that feel alone, feel maybe isolated, or don't feel like they can reach out to certain areas or get involved in sports. What would you say as a person that was on the outside, that has come in and built a life around this community and around this football club and met friends? What would you say to that one person that might be struggling?
I can say to that person, he need to fight for his life, you know. He need to fight for his hope, his freedom. He have like all his plan, because when you sit in home and just thinking about it, it's gonna be more bad for him or for her. The more you go out, the more you meet people, the more you do your activity, do your sport, do the right things, the more you get to know. Like you forget those stress and things in life. We all stress, but when you sit, the stress will increase, and then you can have mental problem or something like that. But the more you go out, do activity, go for running, football, go to watch sport, boxing, any kind of outdoor activity, it really means a lot. So I'm encouraging them just to come for football or go for conversation class. Just try to involve with people. Like this is the only way I can say we live here, and then this is the only thing we can do. Imagine you go to Africa, you go to any other country, how to communicate with people. You need to do the right thing. Like you need to get to involve with the people. You don't need to wait for someone to come to you to tell you like, come, let's go this. You need to go and find the right people and then make friends. This is life, you know, for my opinion.
That's really good. Thank you for that, Yaqoob. And it is always a pleasure to see you and be part of it. We look forward to continue having you at sessions and stuff like this, and it's always a pleasure. So thank you. And until the next time, guys, all the information on sessions, like I said, will be down below. And if you want to reach out to myself at any point, you can email me at inclusion@rotherhamunited.net, or if at any point you want to talk to Yaqoob, I'm sure he'd be happy to have a chat with anyone that may be struggling or wants to get involved with football. So just reach out to us, guys. And until next time, thank you.